Hey guys, Aquafight TV here, back with another video. And before starting off with the video, recently I have gotten sick because of the seasons that are changing right here, and it affects my body a lot. So if I talk too quiet or I sound sick, just please forgive me, as I'll try my best to get this cold away. Okay, so let's get started. This time we're going to be taking a look at the dimensional robo deck that my friend lent to me. Yeah, so this guy is, well, dimensional robos are more of a vanguard oriented deck where they sacrifice their rearguard circles for a really big vanguard, and most of their counterblasts come from their rearguards, and since their vanguards are more power based, so they cost pretty much no counterblasts to use their skills, except some of them. So let's get started. Starting off, we have the starter. This is Dimensional Robo Daiyusha. His skill is, while you have put 4 Dimensional Robo rearguards into the soul, not including him, just 4, and while you have a grade 2 or higher Vanguard, search your deck for a grade 3 Dimensional Robo, which are any of these, and ride them. And ride it. Yeah. So, basically, if you're going second and your opponent is already at grade 3, well, if you're going, yeah, second and your opponent's already at grade 3, if you're grade stuck, you could just commit your hand and stop being grade stuck and just ride on. So it's a pretty good skill, and with him in the rearguard circle, and he combos with Daiyard very well. So let's just put him off to the side. Next are 4 Daikaisers. He is the break right of the deck. He has an extremely good skill where when a Dimensional Police rides on top of him, that unit gets plus 10k and 1 critical, and it gains the skill where until the end of the turn, it gains the skill where uh, when your Vanguard drive checks a grade 3, you may retire one of your opponent's units in the Guardian Circle. So, for example, if I broke grid this turn, a Daikaiser on top of Daikaiser, and he's 21, swinging with 2 crit, your opponent guards with, let's say 20k guard, and you drive check a grade 3, well, 2 grade 3s, because for example these 2 are grade 5, are 5k guards. You would kill these 2, and it would just blast through and hit the opponent's vanguard if they're not cross-rotated. So retiring your opponent's guardians is a pretty insane effect, and this effect is only unique so far to Dimensional Police. So yeah. Next, I run for Daiyard. This guy came out in Fighters Collection 02, and he is sort of a unique skill and sort of a mini break right skill. His skill is where limit break 4, put another dimensional robo unit into the soul, and choose 1 grade 3 in your Vanguard circle, and ride it as stand. And his second skill is when his original power is 15k or higher, he gains 1 critical. So this guy opens a lot of good plays with Daiyusha, which I'll get into at when we go into the end of the grade 3s. So let's, oops. So put you here. Next, I run 3. I forgot his name was. I think it's Eagle or something. I'm not sure. If I forgot the name, please tell me in the comments below because I really forgot. He has a really good skill combined with Daikaiser here, where Limit Break 4, if his power is 19k or higher, he gains 2 critical. Yeah, 2 critical. So, say you break right on top of Daikaiser, this is 21 4 critical right here. If your opponent's at 2 damage, it kills them right away. Just blows them out of the water. So I run 3 of them. Well, yeah. Next I run 1 Daiyusha. This is SP. Bask, it is SP Glory. 1 True Daikaiser. The cross ride for Daikaiser. No, Great Daikaiser. True Daikaiser is the Legion one, which has come out, but I haven't got yet. This is Great Daikaiser. And 1 Shadow Kaiser. This again opens up plays to go from Daikaiser, Shadow Kaiser skill into Great Daikaiser. So into some small combos for the grade 3s of the deck, where you have, say, let's just say this is a grade 2, and you have, let's just say this guy's a grade 2, you have Daiyusha sitting in the back, and these are, wait, no, say, these are your rear guards. So what you would do is activate Daiyusha's Limit Break, Daiyard's Limit Break, ride Daikaiser, then activate Daiyusha's skill where you take 4 of your dimensional robo units, you put them into the soul. You may choose, well, the possible rides at this situation would be a Great Daikaiser, or what I would normally go into is this guy, Break Ride on top, so that way you committed all of your rear guards and into a really big thing. So, and you would swing for this column with 26 4 critical. And if you drive check a grade 3, you can retire opponent's guardian. So that's a really deadly combo right there. But again, it requires you to commit a lot of your resources just for this combo. Well, then again, Dimensional Police is pretty much of a yellow deck. So going into grade 2s are 4 Daikaisards. This is the mini Daikaiser, because when a grade 3 rides on top of him, your Vanguard gets 5k power. So a mini Break Ride. Plus he's not bad of a card with base 9k power. Okay. Next, 1 Die Dragon. He is a 12k attacker. Nothing to be said about that. 1 Die Heart. You won't be able to you won't be popping his skill that much because your opponent probably won't let you. The skill is when his base power is at 13k or higher. And its attack hits. You put 2. Okay, let me see. You put 2 grade 3s into your soul, and you choose 1 grade 3 or higher dimensional robo in your deck and write it as rest. So it's an okay card because he's not that pressurizing, as your opponent will easily guard it since dimensional robo's early game isn't that deadly. Next are 2 Die Driller. His skill is when he hits the rearguard circle. When he enters it, counterblast 1, choose a unit on the field that gets plus 4k power. So it's okay. Sure, it can get you power for this guy, and get your power for Dayard, and that's pretty good. Next are 4 Perfect Guard, 2 of this, the leg parts for, I think it's Great Daiyusha. His skill is pull him out from the soul, choose a unit plus 3k. So it's really good for forcing that extra 5k for your big push. And next are 2, I think this is Die Cannon. One, no, Go Cannon. I forgot. But anyway. His skill is put him into the soul and another dimensional robo unit and target one of your Vanguard's name with Daiyusha in its name. It gets +1 critical. Is it Daiyusha or Daikaiser? I'm pretty sure it's Daiyusha. So yeah, gets +1 critical, meaning that this guy, if you have 2 of him, he hit 4 critical. And for the last grade 1 slot are 2 of Die Part number 3. Well, that's not his actual name, but I don't know his actual name. The skill is when he hits or enters the rearguard circle, counterblast 1, choose unit on the board, it gets +4k power. So same as Die Driller here, just in a grade 1 version. This card is better as it can boost. So that's it for the main units. For the trigger lineup, I run 4 crit, 6 crit to stand, because once you've used up all your counterblasts, and this deck doesn't have any damage on flippers, so once you used up all of your counterblasts, you won't have anything to do anymore. So might as well let your units have something to do, because with no counterblast to use, basically all of your units turn into vanillas, and that's when the game starts getting pretty hard on you. So next are 4 draw and 4 heal. So yeah, I find that having a mix between stands and crits are, to me, are one of the best lineups that you can have in the game, and is something that I personally like. I don't know about you guys, but it is my personal trigger lineup. So yeah. So this is my Dimensional Police deck. Well, my friend's Dimensional Police deck. And I've been playtesting it, and if you don't get grade stuck and you get into grade 3, your opponent will have a really hard time because if you have Dayard in your hand, Dayard is really annoying as it guarantees you into a ride that you want, plus that unit gets +4k power. So pretty much we'll force out an extra 5k or force out a 10k guard. So yep, this is Aquafight TV with my friend's Dimensional Police deck, signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.